Happy New Year. Yeah, From the Ashes is late. Like, way, way later than I thought it was going to be. But I mean, that's not really news. You guys have heard me say that a dozen times. I'm sure you must be getting really sick of it by now, and I'm sorry. I know it's been a long time since I posted a video. Over a year. And I know that every time I post one, I keep saying that I'll do better to keep in touch and post behind the scenes stuff and, give updates. And I have done a poor job of that. And I'm sorry for that too. And I do mean that. I regret putting time frames out and getting people's hopes up when I didn't deliver on the schedule that I anticipated. And I could sit in front of this camera and make excuses all day, but it doesn't change the fact that the movie's not done yet. And it also doesn't change the fact that looking back over the past 5 years, I've been working on this. I wouldn't change anything. I mean, to some they may sound like excuses. To me, they are reasons. Really good ones that the film isn't done yet. From my job to my family to my social life, sometimes there's just no energy left to film in a day. And sometimes that day without filming carries over to a week or a month. Long story short, you've all heard it before. Stuff happens. And it slows it down. But it doesn't stop it. The movie's never stopped. I'm always working on it, just at, varying paces depending on what else is going on in life. I've had a couple of people suggest to me to upload the film in parts, like kind of as I go. And that is a really good idea, but I've decided that I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be comfortable sharing this film until it's completely done. I want to be able to see it from beginning to end and know that everything is in place and lines up and doesn't conflict and all that nonsense. Because that's it, right? Like once I upload part of it, I have to stick to that. And already along the way, there have been dozens of changes and tweaks. I have gone back to what I've already finished and updated to be more congruent with the rest of the story or to fit better. Sev's gender swap, for example, was a really good example of that. A change that I feel extremely good about making, but would not have been able to make if I had uploaded the first half of the movie already by this point. I can't go back and undo what I would have already done in that case. So no, I'm confident in my decision to finish the whole thing and then share it. The really negative consequence of that means that anyone who is waiting for the film to be done has a long time to wait. And I know that. And I'm sorry about that. Because I know there are people that have been really patiently waiting for the 5 years that I've been working on this. 5 years, that's a long time. A long time. And firstly, I cannot stress enough how much your continued support helps. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more pretty soon. There's a really cool story I want to share. But before I get to that, I also know there are people that have decided not to wait. I've watched that. I've seen people leave. I've read the comments that question whether or not I'm alive or talk about how my channel is over and the movie's abandoned and I'm gone. I'm never touching YouTube again. And that's fine. People make choices that suit what they need in their lives, and I respect that. I didn't live up to the timeline I proposed, and people who aren't okay with that have gone. I own that. But to those of you still here with me after 5 years, thank you. I mean it as much now. I mean it even more now than I did the first day I said it. The film will be finished. It has to be. I have sunk so many hours into this thing, like hundreds of hours into this thing. It's a personal quest, if nothing else, at this point. I'm going to share it, and I'm going to love sharing it, but I'm making this for me, too. It would be impossible for me to let go of this project after how much of my life I have put into it. And on top of that, I want to finish it. I'm not just doing this out of obligation. I'm excited about it, I'm passionate about it, and I'm really happy with it so far. And I'm really excited to share it. I spend so much time thinking about when it's done, fantasizing. That's my daydream. I daydream about when From the Ashes is done. I've talked a fair bit with all of my real life support people, friends, family, my girlfriend, who have been helping me get through this, so to speak. And we're going to have a premiere somewhere, going to rent a theater and have a big movie showing and invite all the cast back and everything. If any of the cast is watching this, I'm going to get in touch with you soon. Soon, I hope. And then, of course, I will be uploading it to YouTube. Anyway, same old, just me saying the same thing I do every time. It's happening. It's taking a long time. It's going super well, and it'll be done sometime. And as always, I am further than the last time I touched base. I would hope so. It's been a year. Anyway, I'm almost done prattling on. I'm going to show you a preview of the movie. Thanks for hanging in. Even though I am so passionate about this movie and excited about what I'm doing and happy with how it's going, when a project of this length, and especially one that you're working on by yourself, is in the beginning, I had a lot of voice actors coming in and doing stuff, and my brother did some work on the music, and even now and then I still have some more people doing voices, but the vast majority of From the Ashes time is spent by myself. Motivation just gets scarce sometimes. It's just a long road that you so dearly want to get to the end of, to see the end, not to get it over with, just to experience being finished. But the journey is such a long one. I mean, the kind of journey where you can spend nearly a whole day working on one shot of a guy walking through a force field. Like, hours. If this were a big production with a team, this kind of work could be delegated and handled by different people, but it's just me. Not only does it take a long time, but you get burnt out occasionally. Or you feel like you're burning out, and then you have to ease off to not burn out. It's in those moments, those periods of time, where sometimes something happens and it just ignites a spark again. What happened was, I don't know if any of you guys read the comments on these annual updates. There is a gentleman who goes by the name of That's Fine Studios here on YouTube, who has left comments along the way describing his process of creating his own copy or his own collection of the characters from the Ashes. And that has been really cool to read. And anyway, recently he contacted me on Facebook. I won't use his real name here on YouTube, but he sent me the finished photos of his collection of the From the Ashes team. And it was just incredible. They look incredible. They look awesome. Now, they are the OG team. You'll notice in the preview I'm about to show, their helmets are a little different, just for ease of animation. The old episode 3 helmets kind of like shouldered up in a weird way. And That's Fine Studios, please know that that does not take away from the creation that you did. The version you have that you made is in the film. It's staying in the film. It's the OG helmets, and that is awesome. Honestly, I think they look better than mine. So to be in one of those stretches where motivation is lacking and things feel long and difficult, just to blink, get a notification one random morning from a supporter who went through time and energy and money to create their own collection of the characters from my film was just this unreal boost of morale. It was indescribable. It meant so much to me. And I hope maybe you're watching this, That's Fine Studios. Thank you. That you made a really, really big impact, positive impact on the production of the film. And he makes his own films too. They're awesome. I have watched them multiple times. Please check out his channel, That's Fine Studios, and I'll put a link in the description as well that you can click to go see his stuff. Okay, I'll stop rambling on. Thank you for listening. And when you read those comments about this channel's dead and it's never happening and he's given up and all this kind of stuff, they're wrong. Just try to keep in the back of your mind, I'm over here in this room, set's over there, filming as often as I can, managing my energy levels, balancing life, social, work that I love here. It's going to get done. It's going to get done. Now, I do say this every time. I have done a poor job in the past, but, 5th time's the charm. I will try better to keep in touch. Maybe more videos like this. Maybe I can share a couple more scenes that don't give away story and stuff like that. Even just be more active in the comments section. I appreciate all of you who have hung in there with me. And I hope that you are able to continue to do so, and I'll do my best to get this thing wrapped up in as professional and polished and timely manner as I can. Okay, thanks for listening. Please enjoy this clip from the Ashes.
Exiting hyperspace in 4, 3, 2. We have exited hyperspace. Coordinates O-14.
We have entered the Flare Star system.
Also known as the Iridus system.
We've entered planetary orbit.
And it's time to go.
Tell the unit to suit up and meet in the main hangar.
Yes, sir.
Riley? Time to go.
Hey, rookie, you better take this. We could use your beginner's luck.
Thanks, Sev. I'll do my best. Pay up. Shut up and take your credits.
Troop transport, VCF-1, you are clear for takeoff.
Copy that, dispatch. Initiating launch sequence. Captain, we are approaching the drop-off point.
Good. Open the bay doors. Set us down.
This isn't so bad. Nice and sunny.
I hate sand. Why's that? It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Radio us when you're ready for pickup. Good luck in there, Captain.